Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode here on European Confessions. The following story that you're going to be listening to, it was sent to me by one of our dear sister. This is the translation of the message that she sent to me. The translation reads like this. Hello, Brother Nanshi, how are you? I have been living in the UK with my husband, whom I will call Tendai, since 2021. We came here to start a new life, to escape the economic hardships back home in Zim. So from Zim, we then went to South Africa, and we were working in South Africa. That was when me and my husband, we both sat down and we had like a discussion, and we said that it was far much better for us to travel from South Africa than we can come here to Europe. We thought that this which we were doing, we were trying to build a future which we could be proud of by the time that we would be all grown up. But now, as I sit here, I am filled with confusion. I am filled with fear. In my heart, there is so much fear and a sense of loss like I have never expected in my life. When we were still back in South Africa, me and my husband, we really had good jobs. But now, brother, the things that are happening here, I just feel like I need to return back to Africa. I need to confess what has been weighing heavily on my heart, even though I am not sure if I am ready to face it myself. When we first arrived in the UK, everything seemed like a dream. The opportunities, the new experiences, and the hope that we could finally have a life where we didn't have to worry about money or survival. And me and my husband, we were closer than ever, facing the challenges of a new country together, holding on to each other as we navigated this unfamiliar territory, because we were not yet used being in Europe. But over the past year, Brother Nashi, I think that this thing, it started way back when we were still in South Africa. It is just that he was hiding this truth from me, but I have some suspect, and I suspect that my husband, he used to do this when we were in South Africa. Over the past year, a lot of things has changed, something that I don't know how to handle, and this has been tearing me and my husband apart. So as for my husband, he was someone who was God-loving, a Christian who had always been a strong, supportive partner. He has been my rock, the one that I could rely on no matter what. But recently, he started talking about strange things, and he did not want to come clean with me. Each and every time he would say, I have something that I want to tell you. It is very important. It is going to change everything, my wife. When I'll say, okay, tell me, then he will say, okay, I'll tell you tomorrow. Sometimes he would have to drink alcohol just so that he can have some courage to tell me. But at the end of the day, he could not tell me until he texted me. When he texted me, he told me that he had felt to tell me directly that he does not feel comfortable in his own body, that he feels like he is living a lie. We are both living a lie. He said that he has been struggling with his identity, and that he wants to transition to become the woman he always felt like he was inside. He said that if you can allow me to do this, to undergo all of these surgeries and to have these hormones injected into me so that I can be a woman just like you are, but promise me that if I do that, you are not going to divorce me, because I want you to be there, because he does not want his relatives to know that this is what he would have done. He wants his relatives to think that we are still married and we are still a normal couple. He even said that if I go through this process of becoming a woman, I promise you that I won't let them cut off my manhood, because I would always want to please you. So when he told me, I did not even know what to say. All that I could do was to think and to cry. And I kept on thinking that the man that I had married, the man that I had loved for so long, was telling me that he wants to become someone else, someone that I had never known. My first reaction was disbelief, then fear, finally a deep aching of sadness. I have tried to be supportive, to listen to him, to understand what he's going through, because I asked him exactly how he feels, and he said that he feels like a woman. That is why most times when I want to sleep with him, he refused to sleep with me. me because he does not want to sleep with another woman. So deep down, I am crumbling. I know that it is something that he has been dealing with for a number of years now, something he has only now found the courage to face, but I can't help feeling like I am losing him, like the person that I fell in love with is slowly slipping away. I am terrified of what this means for us, for our marriage, for the future that we have been building together. How can I reconcile the man that I love with the person that he wants to become? He wants me to fall in love with him as a woman. How do I hold on to our marriage when everything that I thought I knew is going to change? I feel guilty for even thinking this way, for not being able to fully support him in the way that he needs to be supported. I know that he is in pain, that he is finally being honest about who he is, and I want to be there for him. But the truth of the matter is, I am also struggling. I am feeling lonely. I am struggling to understand how our love can survive this. How I can be the wife he needs when I don't even know who he is anymore. Every time I look at him, I see the man that I married, but I also see someone who is desperate to escape that identity, to become someone else. I have thought about leaving, about walking away before things get too complicated, before I lose myself in this situation. But when I think about all we have been through together, all the dreams that we have shared, I feel like I am betraying him by even considering getting a divorcing him. I am torn between my love for him and my own fear for the unknown of what this change means for us. I never imagined that I'll be in this position, that I'll be questioning my marriage, questioning my love because of something like this. I truly want to support my husband to be the wife that he needs, but I am scared. I am scared, Brother Nashi, the moment that I would start to see his breasts growing, his curves growing. He said that he also wants to do that BBL surgery. This is my own confession. I am scared of a future that I do not even understand, because he told me that even though we are not going to get a divorce, but we are still going to stay together, but it will be more like an open marriage. He will be dating another man, and at the same time he said that he can give me that opportunity to find a boyfriend as long as we are not going to get divorced. So far, he has told me that we have to take a lot of pictures, the pictures that we will be always uploading on his statuses on WhatsApp and on Facebook, because after you would have changed and you would have became a woman, you won't be able to post, because he does not want his schoolmates, his friends, his relatives to know that this is who he is now. This is my confession. I am thinking of leaving my husband, not because I don't love him anymore, but because I know that I am not strong enough to go through with this. I don't know if I can be the wife that he needs as he embarks on this journey, or if I can accept the changes that I am coming. I feel like I am ashamed of these thoughts. I have not yet made a decision yet, but I know that whatever decision that I am going to take, it will change both of our lives forever. I can only hope that somehow we can find a way to move forward together or apart, and I hope that he's going to change his mind, because I feel so sorry for the kids. They are the ones that are going to suffer, watching their father being transformed from a man and becoming a woman. Please tell me, what am I supposed to do? Dear listeners, right there was a message that was sent to me by one of our dear sister. Strange things do happen in this world. She said, please somebody say a prayer for me. That is all that I need right now, because I am going through a very difficult period in my life.